Hey guys, so we are in a different place right now because I have moved, and I told you that I was going to move, so you obviously know, and because the background is different, so you guys are smart, you know that I've moved already. I didn't need to tell you, but I did. So yeah, I have moved, and I'm so happy that I'm done moving because moving is so annoying and so stupid. I hate moving. Why do we have to move? Let's just move on. So, to celebrate the fact that I had moved, I decided that I would buy myself some books. And I did. And I'm going to show them to you because that's what I do. So, today I'm going to do a book haul. And I have a lot of books to show you. A lot of books. My university does this thing where, once a year they have like this big book sale thing for like secondhand books. And I missed out on it last year, but this year I went on the last day that they were having the big thing, and I got these books. I went into like the big haul place that it was in, and they were like, "Here, take a box." A reflex box. And I was like, okay, and you're like, "Dylan, why do you have a huge box? How many books are you going to show us? Just wait, just wait." So they were like, "Take a box," and so I took a box, and I was like, okay. And then I saw the huge sign behind the boxes, and it said $5 for a box. And no, I didn't pay $5 for an empty reflex box. I paid $5 for all of the books that are in here. I don't even know how many, how much does that mean each book? I don't even know, like, I don't even know how many books are here, but yes, I'm going to show them to you, and I better get started because there are a lot of books, and I don't want this video to go on forever. So, the first book that I got is called this, The Quilter's Apprentice, and it is by Jennifer Schiaffarini, and this is what it looks like. It's about a couple, Sarah and Matt, who move to Waterford, Pennsylvania, and they want to make a fresh start, and I think the wife makes, what are these called? Quilts. The Quilter's Apprentice. Also, for this book haul, I'm not gonna like read all the synopsises and blurbs and stuff like that because there's a lot, and yes, so, but I will put links to all of the books on Goodreads so that you can check them out if you want to. And yeah, so this is the first book. Really excited to read that. I like books about quilting and stuff because I read the Scarlet Thread, and I really like that book. I can't remember who it's by, but yeah. This is the next book that I have. It is called The Tomb of Reeds, and it's by Sarah Bayless. And this is what it looks like. It's hardcover, and it has a pretty cover. That's basically why I got this book. It's a fantasy book. It's about a girl called Bridie who puts on a crown and her life changes, and Bridie finds herself inexplicably involved in the legends of the land of Erin. And she goes on a quest. Along the way she meets Canola, a bard who bears Canola. Seriously, Canola is who you name. Oh dear. Dear, dear, dear. I'm excited to see what kind of character Canola is. Canola oil. So, the next book that I got is The Keeper of the Secrets, and it's by Judith Cutler, and this is what it looks like. I got this because it's a historical novel and a sophisticated thriller, it says, and it's set in the spring of 1810, and yes, there's a death and something happens like that, and it looks interesting, and I really like thrillers, and I really like historical fiction. The next book that I got is called this, and this is The Raffles, it's Raffles, the Amateur Cracksman, and it's by E.W. Hornung, and it's a Wordsworth classic. And I'm really excited to read this book because I read the thing for this at the back, and I was like, oh my gosh, so I'll read it to you. A.J. Raffles is undoubtedly a gentleman. He lives in Albany in Piccadilly, and as one of England's finest cricketers, he is courted during the day by the great, the rich, and the fashionable, and invited into their houses. By night, he robs them. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, goodness me, so excited to read this. This is so exciting. I'm so excited for this book. I love people who rob other people, who pretend to be good but are really bad. I like bad characters better. The next book that I got is called Scorn with Added Vitriol, and it's by Matthew Paris. And it looks like this. This book is basically a book filled with like mocks and taunts and stuff like that, which is sounds bad, but I thought it was a joke book, and I've never had a joke book before. And then I looked inside and I was like, oh my dear me, there's like a woman's section that's very sexist. And you're like, Dylan, what are you doing with a book like this? It was very cheap, so I just got it. I wanted to, here. And it's basically like insults that people have said, like in magazines and books and newspaper articles. So Joseph Heller from in Catch-22 says, prostitution gives her an opportunity to meet people. It provides fresh air and a wholesome exercise, and it keeps her out of trouble. So that's what this book is filled with. There's like lots of different sections, like politics and nations and kings and queens, and yeah, interesting. We'll see how that goes. The next book that I got is called The Scent of Shadows, the First Sign of the Zodiac by Vicky Peterson. And this one is a sci-fi, and it takes place in Vegas, and that's the reason I got it, because it takes place in Vegas, and I wanted a book that took place in Vegas, because I thought that was interesting, because, you know, interesting. The next book that I got is called The White Turtle by Merlinda Bobbis, and the reason that I got this is because of the cover. It is so pretty. Look at like the turtle like underneath the water, and like the water is like creating this really cool effect. And the book, I'll read you like a bit of that. It says, an anomalous kiss, a white turtle ferrying the dreams of the dead, a working siesta in a 5-star hotel, a woman's 12-meter hair trolling corpses from the river, or a queue of longings in Darlinghurst. So I really like that kind of language and just the image that it creates, and I'm excited to see how this book goes. The next book that I got is called The Silence of the Sirens, and it's by Adelaida Garcia Morales, and this is about two women, and they live in a village and stuff. I got this book because it had the word sirens in the title. All of the books that I got were gotten for very frivolous reasons. Yes. Sirens in the title, and sirens are interesting because they're from Greek mythology, and I do Greek mythology at university. Also, a lot of these books are very not well known, probably, so if you know about these books, then in the comment section below, tell me if you've read any of them and if you've liked any of them, and if you hear anything that you like that you want me to read first, then tell me, because I will listen to you, because you guys are smart. The next book that I got is The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood by Rebecca Wells, and now I'm going to tell you about, this is a book that's obviously well known because there's a movie about it, and I haven't actually watched the movie. I think I've like watched parts of it, but not the whole thing altogether. And I'm really excited to read this. I don't really know what it's about. My phone. The next book that I got is The Marble Heart by Greta Mulrooney, and this is what the cover looks. There's like a sticker here. I'll leave it there. It's like I really like the cover, and it says that it's funny and beguiling and amusing, and it's about reconciliation between people, and I really like the reviews, what the reviews said about it, and I really like the story, which I can't remember at the moment. I'm not going to read it again because, yes, so it's a pretty cover, and yes, I'm excited for this. It's very big. Not like it's not thick, it's just long. Anyway, the next book that I got is this one. It is An Exclusive Love by Johanna Adorjan, I don't know. And this is about Vera and Istvan, who are Hungarian Jews, and they go from Budapest to Denmark to Copenhagen, and yeah, it seems to be like all over Europe, and I'm really excited to read it since it's not that long, so really excited. There's so many books that I need to read. Goodness me. The next book that I got is 60 Lights by Gail Jones. And I got this book because I know who Gail Jones is. She's an author, and she's Australian. And I read one of her other books, and I really liked it. Her other book, which is called... where is it? I don't remember. I read one of her other books. Goodness me. It's on my blog. I have a blog, by the way. And I have a review of her other book on my blog, but I can't remember what it's called, so I'll put a link to my blog in the bottom section below, so you can check it out if you want to. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this because I really liked her other book. The next book that I got is One for Sorrow, Two for Joy by Clive Woodall, and this is what it looks like, and at the back it says, should we believe the hype? Yes. And it's It's a heroic epic and an epic tale, someone else's. Welcome to Birdom, a land where magpies rule. Dark forces are at work and evil intelligence is masterminding their inexorable rise. Dominance has been achieved by systematic genocide and slaughter. In Birdom, blackbird and sparrow have been exterminated. The magpie has replaced the pigeon in the city and the starling in the garden. For small birds throughout the land, survival is everything. Birdom needs a hero, a bird to fight the darkness and bring light back to the land. But what can one bird do in the face of such evil? Oh my goodness me, I'm so excited to read this book. I don't even know that it was, is it from birds' perspectives? Like, I don't know. It's dedicated to Dad. Yes, it's from birds' perspectives. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to read this book. This is, oh goodness me. Goodness me. Yeah. The next book that I got is called Grasshopper and is by Barbara Vine and it's her new bestseller. And this one is about, Clodagh, who has been banished from her home in the countryside and she goes to the city and does stuff and yes. Brilliantly on edge from start to finish, haunting, thrilling, and original, says the literary review, and it's really thick, and I really like the cover, so that's basically why I got that one. The next book that I got is Anna of the Five Towns by Arnold Bennett, and this one is a Penguin 20th Century classic, and that's basically the only reason I got it. I was like, ooh, classic book! Cake. And yes, this is about stuff. Anna, and she's... I'm not even reading the back, I'm just like looking. I'm gonna read the bold. It says, "A sermon against parental tyranny" was how Bennett described this novel. So yes, it's very short, so I'm definitely gonna read that. I love finding classics that are really, really cheap. The next book that I got is called Swimming Without a Net, and it's by Mary Janice Davidson, and it's the best-selling author of the Undead series. And at the front it says Wicked Fun, and it's about mermaids. As you probably can tell because of the cover. Yes, it's very short. I feel like this might be a children's book because it's very, very short. But we will see. I've never read a mermaid book before. And I got the Sirens book, and then I saw that book and I was like, ooh, 2 mermaid books! Except the Sirens one isn't actually about mermaids, I don't think. It's just like a metaphor. The next one I got is The Red Shoes and Other Tattered Tales by Karen Elizabeth Gordon, and this is a short story anthology, I think. It's filled with short stories, yes it is, and they have interesting names: fur, frock, face, drawers, couch, coat, circle, cake, button, bubbles, bra. So yeah, I'm not sure what this is, but at the back there's like a picture of the author. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks really weird. Really weird. I like weird authors though. They're the most fun. We'll see how that goes. The next book I got is The Yayas and Bloom, and this is by Rebecca Wells, and I think this is like the next book in the Yaya Sisters book thing. I don't know, you tell me. And this is, I'm really excited to read this because, I don't know, it was turned into a movie, so it must have been good because only the best, that's not true. Well, most of the time, only good books get turned into movies. Sometimes bad books do. I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited to read this. I hope it's good. Yayas and Bloom. The next book that I got is The Finishing School by Gail Godwin, and it's the author of Evenings at 5. And Time says it's stunning and irresistible. And this is about... It's a coming-of-age novel about Justin Stokes, and he falls in love with someone much older than him, apparently. Let's see how that goes. I wonder how old he is. Does it say? It says he's an adolescent. 14. He's 14. How old does he fall in love with? I don't know. I will tell you. He falls in love with a person called Ursula Devane. She must be old. Goodness knows. Ursula? Seriously? The last book that I got is This Thing of Darkness by Harry Thompson, and it is an outstanding good first novel, a page-turner, an action-adventure combined with subtle intellectual arguments, and it was longlisted for the Man Booker Prize, which is why I got it. This is what it looks like. It's a pretty cover. It's really thick. So very thick. And this one is the friendship between Robert Fitzroy, who's a naval officer, and Charles Darwin. I think that's fictional, I'm pretty sure, so I'm excited to see how that will go because, yes. Anyway, those are all the books. My box is empty. I know that this was a really long book haul. I tried to go through it so very fast, but didn't work out, did it? So, these are all the books I got, because I want to show them to you, like, all together to make you feel jealous, because it's the best way to feel after someone shows you a book haul. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this book haul. Tell me in the comment section below if there were any books that you saw that you want me to read first, and if you've read any of these books, because I've never heard or read of any of these books. And I don't know, I wanted to like get away from the whole reading YA fiction thing for a little bit. I'm still gonna read lots of YA, obviously, because I'm a young adult. But I wanted to read some adult novels, and I wanted to, you know, I wanted to read some adult novels and just some different kind of novels and just find some good books and read them. So that was this book haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and these books are hurting me because they're so heavy. Yeah, so that's it. I will see you next time. Bye!